Hi guys. Nice to not to see you, but nice to have you on this meeting. And let me jump with ads explain a little bit what I have here. So let's think about did AI really change paid media landscape? For me, not, because automation and advanced prediction came to paid media way before AI became a thing. In general, just when I think about digital advertising, I can imagine it without advanced ways of optimization and setup. Why so? One of the good examples in the world of digital marketing is programmatic. Who knows, they know, but programmatic, at least RTB, has been a total black box in the world of paid digital, and it was introduced in 2013. And back then, it already used automation for real-time bidding, targeting, and optimization across its ad networks. Now they use AI additionally for predictive analytics and dynamic creative optimization, but still, it was there in 2013. In 2017, Meta introduced CBO, campaign budget optimization. I still remember those times when everybody was debating this campaign optimization is better than ad set optimization. And actually still people do talk about that. So from 2017, it's still this thing. Now, these automated features are available on every paid advertising platform. In 2021, pMAX was introduced to Google, and now there is plenty of different solutions. In 2022, Meta, as their response for changes with iOS 14 plus, introduced Advantage Suite. First, it was just Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. Now they gradually added plenty of different options. And nowadays, as I said, this is available everywhere, in every platform we work with. But what are these features and which ones can I recommend to you based on what we already using on our campaigns? Let's start with my favorite or our favorite, Meta. I would say it's Meta World, as I call it nowadays, Meta Advantage Plus, because everything basically in Meta Business Manager nowadays becomes Advantage Plus. They have Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, they have Advantage Plus audience, Advantage Plus budget, Advantage Plus placements. Basically, you just add Advantage Plus and you know that it's Meta. And it's kind of interesting shift that they trying to automate everything and make AI predictable. But this Advantage Plus solutions have some pros and cons, of course. As a plus, they reduce manual effort and optimize cross-channel and cross-format, which gives more time. So let's say me, how will focus on better creatives and test some AI solutions. But on other hand, work on performance specialist becomes less influential, I would say. We have worked more closely with creative teams, so to find these better creatives. And also we need to understand how to combine this Advantage Plus features with manual ones, which is sometimes a little bit hectic and weird. But let's dive into a few of these things, and I will say to whom they are and what do you need to consider so to implement. If you talk about Advantage Plus campaigns, I would say that that's something that we least use because it's automated on every level. And I can recommend it when you don't have much resources, perhaps no specialists on board or no money much. Or you don't have many creatives and you're okay with setting one campaign and just wait. Because usually you need to wait with this campaign. I wrote here 2+ weeks, but in reality it's even longer. So to see any results. Also, if you have big target group, let's say you're available in the whole country or in a few countries, it's a little bit better and your product is more widely used. It's some solution you can think about. If you want though, to run this campaign and some of this considered using, if you are matching your client, you can rethink and implement bid multiplier, which is a very good solution here. Not maybe widely used, but used by a lot of clients already. For this, you would need to contact your CSM, so client support manager or support in general in Meta, and they will help you to set it up. You definitely need to set up audience controls, meaning like if you are not available in some locations or if you don't want to reach people in some certain age, it's possible to do on the business manager level, not on the campaign level. And you can consider budget scheduling with increasing of the budget for specific time periods when you know that some, like for example, weekends are way better for your client than other dates. If to go to Advantage Plus audience, this is interesting because according to Facebook, this targeting, like Advantage Plus targeting, can lower costs by conversion by 7% and CPC by around 28, which is a lot. But I wouldn't say that it can't. It really depends from country and business. What we see though, like when we use this Advantage Plus in our clients, we have higher reach, obviously, and like scaling potential is growing, but we have worse quality traffic. Mainly because Meta is quite often can go beyond your age range suggestions, and it will, because it will be looking for those people. And you basically cannot divide warm and cold. You only can like exclude hot, which is also a little bit more concerning. I would consider this solution when you want to scale fast, don't have dedicated creatives for different persona maybe, or look for simplicity, low CPMs, and don't want to focus on funnel much. If you will go with this, though, I would suggest to use like budget capping for existing customers. You, for example, can do that. You doesn't want even to bid for existing customers of your hot audience, and they set this audience controls I was mentioning on the campaign level, because it also will be used in Advantage Plus audience. If to talk about Advantage Plus placements, I can recommend those when you just start with your paid media or you want to leverage all capabilities of Meta placements, or you have big enough warm groups. As a strategy, we usually do the way that if we, for example, starting with some clients, they only starting with campaigns, or they do rebranding, etc. We use all available placements initially, like look how on the historical data indicating which placements are work the best, and then we can go manual for upper funnel, like so to reach those people looking on a CPM, CPC, etc. But on deep like conversion events for like lower stage of the funnel, we go with automated ones. Not always, but it's a good solution. So to like first test it to see what works and then go with this. On some clients, we just go fully with Advantage Plus placements because we want to have like conversions in the best cost, and it works the best for us. The next thing is creative enhancement. I will not be talking through all of this because it would take like a lot of time, but I encourage you to make a screenshot or later on come back to this presentation and check it. But it's kind of the cheat sheet which we have for now with this enhancement creatives, which you can turn on, you can turn off, and which you need to check before turning on. This feature is like slightly hidden when you like put the creative into the system, and so often they misclicked or left fully on clients. We sometimes see that they don't even saw that they exist, or they misclicked something, or used features that they think are cool, but they in reality were like looking weirdly. Like for example, music, they have like summer creatives, but the music is about Christmas, so it's a little bit weird. You need to check these things. That's nice that the system like has these options, but usually it can be used if you don't have the creative team, you have some creatives ready, but you cannot do a lot of them. So it's something that you can use in that case. But in general, most of these options should be checked before pushing the creative into the system. There's more. I wanted to show like the most interesting ones. And from those which exist in Meta, we use currently Advantage Plus placements, as I said, and I would encourage you to use them because then you kind of have the full range of Meta system used in your campaign. If you see that some placements doesn't work, of course, no pressure, you should turn them off, but better to check them. Creative enhancements, those that are like can be turned on. Those that cannot, like you can recheck how they look in campaign. Advantage plus budgets, CBO, old CBO works very well. Advantage plus shopping for sure should be turned on. Other Advantage plus solutions should be checked and can be tested for a specific case. Moving forward to Google, where we have famously known pMAX, like Universal App Campaign, Demand Gen. They also have responsive search ads, which are already there for a long time. Dynamic ads, name it, they have it. But what is interesting, like when Meta has Advantage plus everything, at least like Google is more creative and doesn't add just Advantage plus, but has like different solutions combined. Here, I would say that solutions are landing more on the pros-like side, but honestly, you don't have much choice here. But because it's a full campaign solution, not just elements in campaign setups, so like you should use them in general because you cannot just turn on, turn off some elements. So from pros, it's very nice campaigns if you know how to optimize them. But from minuses, like the number of campaigns in Google reduced and new strategies should be built, like for example with demand gen, I will talk in a second, but still like in Google it looks a little bit different. The first one is performance max. I would say that, as I said, like they should be used, and here if you have a commerce you should use it. Even if you don't have a commerce you should use it, because it's a good way of conversion gaining. It should be used by every business, but in order to optimize, you can implement few optimization options. Like you should actually divide your cold group and bid for new users. It's possible in the system to have like bidding for new and old and only for new. So it's good to use. Always use audience signals and a catalog if you have one. Pay attention to system suggestions and budget predictions. It's better to dismiss the recommendation if and then to keep it like in the system. And test creative angles. We do this like always. We don't do one ad set and push everything into one ad set. We do different ad sets. We try to test it because it's something we still can work on. With the Universal App Campaign, the same. Like you should use it if you have app or if you have web plus app ecosystem. It's quite similar to pMAX. There are a few different things which can be implemented. In case of Universal App Campaign, we definitely see that texts are very important here because they are widely showed and taking the biggest share of impression. Like for this, you actually need to pay attention. You need to pay attention for ad strengths in both cases in pMAX and in Universal App Campaign. You should implement video-only ads with native creatives ideally. They will be in shorts or in apps. This is very popular at the moment. We see very good CTRs in native creatives. And you don't purely focus on installs, because if it's just installs, we see a big like share and very low install cost per install, but they are not most effective actually. Like the people installing, but then they don't do actions in the app. So better like maybe start with that, but pretty quickly switch to in-app action or ROIs if you have e-commerce app. Demand gen is changing. Like usually people are very skeptic about that one, but it should be considered because it used to be considered more as awareness, traffic, and sometimes lead campaign. But now, like last week was introduced that WAC or YouTube for Action campaigns are changing, and from Q2 into 2025 will be moving to demand gen. So demand gen is becoming more interesting campaign, and I would encourage like already to start testing it if you had like a WAC in your media mix before, or maybe you want just to leverage different campaigns in Google. This is something you need to start. I will be looking like forward what people will be doing with this campaign, and I will be also maybe updating somewhere in LinkedIn, because this is something that we also planning to test more widely. So what we do use like in Google now, pMAX must have for sure. Universal App Campaign must have if you have app. Also responsive search ads. I didn't add like information about this, but this is also quite automated, exists for quite some time already. We use it. I would encourage to use it as well. Demand gen to test. I think it will be a good solution in some time, but still we need to see and we need to test, and they need to also change a lot with this campaign. But Google sets are usually something that you should have in your campaigns. Other platforms, maybe like TikTok, Pinterest, also introducing AI solutions. Like TikTok, for example, is very similar to Meta, but it introduced smart campaigns. Like Meta is Advantage Plus campaigns, TikTok is smart. So everything should be either Advantage or smart. Pinterest also have some solutions, other platforms as well. But in general, it's same, but different. So I would say that they like copy pasting each other. And so to summarize, AI is everywhere now. The platforms changing their campaign possibilities and even adding like generative AI. I didn't cover it because it's more like the topic of creative, but it's also not as good yet. So something to discover. But in general, well, Meta is all about Advantage Plus, TikTok becoming smart, Google collapses its solutions into one option. The key now is to properly leverage these sets of campaigns in your media mix by combining manual and automated, because at some point everything will be automated, and put a lot of focus on creative. Actually, like use the things that Michał talked, maybe test AI in your creative process, because this is something that becomes quite important in the paid marketing at the moment. It was, but now it's even more important. And yeah, and discover what is available, what is changing, because it's interesting to see how the systems are changing. Yeah, thank you.